what is a topic or subject where you pretend to be knowledgeable?
Yeah, so a lot of home maintenance issues. I pretend to do that, and um, the main issue behind that is my wife's very apprehensive about me taking care of things and not having done it before previously. So a lot of times I'll tell her that I've done it before, and then afterwards educate myself in order to do it. Just because most of these things are pretty easy to do, or once you get the base knowledge, it's pretty easy to do. So like one time or give you an example. One time it was a hot water heater. Had never done it before. Looked up YouTube videos like you do on most things. I do it to repair cars, house, all kinds of different things. And told her I'd do it. She went to work, looked up everything I needed to look up, and just did it. So,
Why did you pretend? Why did you pretend that you knew what to do?
Well, yeah, like I said, I mean, she has that apprehension of me doing something that she hadn't done before, or that I hadn't done before, and not wanting it messed up. So.
I mean, if you didn't know how to do it and you had never done it before, why did you decide to go ahead and do it?
Well, I think most maintenance things especially, it's not rocket science, and I think that the average person can typically do those kind of things. There's some specialized knowledge in that, but YouTube's a great source of education, and you can pretty much learn to do anything that you need to do with that.
Okay, so you mentioned you educated yourself about it after the fact, after you had already messed with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And do you feel more confident, if you had to do that situation over again?
Yeah, I think I could do it without having to look up another YouTube video. I've got a pretty good memory with that, and I take my time with it. I do it to make sure that I do it right. Definitely not as fast as a plumber would be with it, but definitely able to do it efficiently. So.
Okay, so you feel more confident with your abilities after educating.
Definitely.
And then what is a social issue you feel most people pretend to understand better than they do, or behave as if they understand it better?
Yeah, so I think one of the big issues is wealth inequality. I think that people really don't understand the premise behind that. The premise behind that is that there's people are unable to move up in society, and especially in American culture, we have that ability here much more so than in other third world countries or places where that's just not possible because of social class.
Why do you think people pretend to be knowledgeable about this topic?
I think for the people who want to have an excuse not to move up in society or to gain wealth or to have things, it's an excuse to not have to make that effort, or to have an excuse of why they don't have things that other people have. It's nothing's easy in life, but I think everybody has the opportunity, and I did it myself. I grew up from a poor family. I'm the first person to have an education in my family, and I feel like probably upper middle class probably now, maybe.
So you think people kind of use that as a scapegoat of why
as a crutch, yeah.
Okay. And then what can we do to help people acknowledge and embrace their ignorance? Not specifically with this, but just in general.
Yeah, I think talking with people, sharing that information, specifically for myself, when I'm here, I try to talk to all the nurses or techs and let them know about opportunities where they can do small investments to make big changes later in their life. And I didn't learn a lot of this until I was probably in my 30s. So giving people an opportunity or sharing that information at a younger age gives them a lot more opportunity to be further